right, we ready? I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please rise for the flag salute. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Mayor Caucus.
Here.
Ms. Pascal. Here. Ms. Kelly. Mr. Borough.
Here.
Mr. Spiro.
Here.
Mr. Murray.
Here.
Mr. White.
Here.
Mr. Howard Long.
Yes. Here.
Mr. Baysworth.
Here.
Ms. Straley. Here. Also present, Chief Sampolsky.
Here.
Okay. Public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given by the clerk in the following manner. 1, posted on the bulletin board in the Borough Clerk's office on January 8, 2025. 2, emailed to the retrospective period posted on January 8, 2025. And 3, on the Borough Runnemede website. Okay. Discussion, Central Wrestling Coalition. Is everyone aware of this potential application for the gym? So if you remember, about 10 years ago, we adopted a rules and fee schedule for using the borough facilities. And we do allow, if a building is not being used, that we can rent it out to a nonprofit or a private organization. Remember in the old days, like the Democrat Club, or the Rotary Club would have beef and beer there. You guys remember those days? So we have a little bit of a history of renting the building out. We didn't do it for many years. We've always had the ordinance. This application, if everyone has saw it, basically, are you guys here tonight?
Yes.
And you do me the work. Well, come on up. So help me out. So the only thing I'll say is that the ordinance does allow it, and there are some caveats to the ordinance. You know, do we have to protect ourselves, protect the property, and things like that? But why don't you explain a little bit about what you've done in other towns and why you think our facility would work. Please come to this. The microphone, just give me your name and address.
So I'm Joey Dorado. Nice to meet everybody. I lived in Runnemede. I live on 99 Stingley, and I lived here back in my 20s and 30s, so I went to training. So I've been pro wrestling for a long time, since 1994. Larry Sharp was actually the kind of school I went to. I knew Bobby. Bobby's, you probably already know, he's an awesome musician, so we've actually worked together. Good to see you, man. So we've been doing this for quite a few years, different townships. My last one was with a company in Summerdale for the last 3 years at VFW. So very family friendly. We kind of keep the wrestling to very, small. It's always worked, and we brought some attention to those towns and those VFWs. And I've always often wondered about this building, like, has wrestling ever been here? So we kind of thought about it, and then I've been talking to Beth. Hi, nice to meet you finally. Sorry. She's like, you have to do this and do that. And I said, okay, great. So you've been really helpful. Thank you very much. So yeah, we're kind of hoping to bring in some kids, obviously, and then maybe from some different townships also, because it's just it's something different, and it's never been here before.
Can you describe it a little bit?
Sure.
So the audience is young kids and families, and then on the mat is professional and semi-professional.
Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
professional, totally professional,
Totally
all
professional.
trained.
Yeah.
We do have a school out in Reading, Pennsylvania, that we do get our guys from. We also use local guys from Camden County, Salem County, right beyond from Salem County. So all over New Jersey, we do have a local town.
Is it a circuit? How do you promote this?
Well, right now we usually just promote. When I was doing it back in 2010, I was running out of Sports and More over in Sewell. They were helping us promote. We were also doing online promotions, flyers and such like that. Not sure what the ordinance is in Runnemede as far as like flyers and yard signs and stuff like that.
But with social media, it makes it so much easier for us to do that now than it did for us 20 years ago, as far as family and friends. And I know that I still have family that would still come out. I'm like, hey, I'm still doing something with it. So it's kind of still fun for us. And we had the idea, and I said, well, let's try.
Yeah. So we also used we supported Aerial Little League. I'm from Blush Township, so my daughter paid for area. So we sponsored them, and they gave us some promotional items there.
Do you do concessions and other kind of, what's, like it starts at 7 o'clock, it's done at 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Are you selling food and
Yes.
and drinks and things like
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Paraphernalia?
Yeah, also the individual wrestlers will sell their gimmicks, T-shirts, hats, whatever they have.
So have you seen our application? Because our application, that's a decent application, right? Yes. What's that?
It was attached with the agenda.
Okay, you guys have seen the application.
Yeah.
So you see there has to be an approval from the police department
Yeah.
and all these kind of things.
Mr. Mayor, can I say
Yes,
something real quick?
please.
So being here so long, this isn't the first time this is going to be happening in Runnemede. Councilman Murray and I, probably about 25 years ago or longer, inside Name Your Sport, when Shopping Bag went out of business, the guy they're talking about, Larry Sharp, ran a couple shows in there. So I've had this kind of like independent, I'm a big wrestling fan, so I know all about it, professional wrestling. So
What do you think about it in our building?
I mean, it wasn't a problem in that Shopping Bag building, and our building's bigger than them VFWs that they're.
Is there a ring or is it just mats? Like
No, it's a ring, it's like professional wrestling, like WWE you would
We
see.
protect every floor that we bring into a building. Everything's padded up. We have our guys that set up and tear down the ring.
All right, so the ring is so your guys can bounce and it's not,
Yeah, they do that, yeah.
not like the wrestling mats in high school.
No.
It's an inch and a half.
Pro wrestling.
This is a little more, okay.
Yeah.
So the only thing I'll say is this is sort of a step, right? Council has to approve this first because it's outside of our normal purview. So normally what we do in this gym, we use it for borough events. We use it for the kids in our town, their activities, and then some of the church activities. The women's club uses it. Who else outside? Mostly, we've not really rented it other than to the Rotary Club years ago, the Democrat Club, and the county has used it. So you would be the first time we're using a for-profit organization to use it. I have no objectives other than the fact that the rules have to be followed.
Well, one of the things I was
And if you want
talking
to say
to
something, I wish Harry was here because
Harry did send an email out with his.
Yeah, we
We
took that.
met Harry last week at the building.
okay.
Yeah, he gave us a little tour, which the place is beautiful.
Okay. Do you have what he wanted?
He made mentions.
Did you have any other
Yeah,
concerns? Do you think it
my-
should be secure?
Yes, there was when they ran it before. And then not these guys, but Larry Sharp, 25 years ago in
So there might
shop.
be a requirement to have maybe an officer there, is that a big
Yeah,
deal?
that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Harry's concerned.
I
would do with the floors. They explained to him, he explained to Harry, okay, with the rim and all that, and Harry was okay with it.
Mayor, I'm sorry, I work for Cooper Hospital, so I also have a couple of security guard friends who have already offered to come and do the event with
It's
us.
up to the chief. You
Right.
can bring your own guys, but he
Yeah,
might
well, they work with me, so that's.
want a
how-
police officer there, it's up to you. Harry's concerns, trash, things like that, were there any discussions about that?
We do clean
Yeah,
up
we do all the
our,
clean up
Okay,
ourselves.
and then legal counsel. I know we're throwing you for a little
Just
curveball here
a
tonight.
couple concerns, if I
Yeah.
can, Mayor. I do have some points, if I may make them. I noticed the event start and end date time is 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. That 12 hours of wrestling seems like it's a little excessive. I don't know if you're going to be going all day or that's when you need access, but the show's going to start at 7, and you need to get in
Right,
there to
so
set
yeah,
up.
it's just access to set up the ring, break down the ring, we didn't want to.
But the hours of operation would be-
3 hours and then have to.
The hours of
11 in the
operation,
morning.
the hours of the event would be,
7 to 10.
okay, the extra hours at the end is for
Yeah,
cleanup.
yeah.
The other thing I see is you're posting a certificate of insurance naming Runnemede as an additional insured,
Yes,
okay? That's very important that we get that ahead of time.
Okay.
And as has been discussed, I agree 100% with the chief, that you're saying there could be an estimated 300 participants attending. I'm not sure what fire regulations hold for that particular building, but I think
Our fire
that
marshal has reviewed that. So
it has an ability. Okay, good. And the only last thing I would suggest is some type of security plan for an event this big. We've had issues all over South Jersey in towns that I've represented. In fact, we're taking action in Runnemede to look at some of those issues and try and quell some of those issues here tonight. I think it would be important if your security plan, and we don't have to see it, but it's very important that it goes to the chief and he gets approved, and if he decides that, he needs to assign 2 people, 2 men or women because it's 300. His word is gold. Whatever he says he needs for security, he's in charge of that. So we ask you to take his approach very, very seriously, because he's here to protect everybody in the building.
So Howard, the only thing I'll say is we do have a history of allowing organizations to get in earlier.
That's fine.
Right, the basket auctions and things like that, we let people come in earlier so they can set up and break down. So I don't think that's terrible.
just said event
As long as
time,
Public
event
Works is
time.
prepared for all this. Was there anything else from Harry's side? other than that?
Yeah, he discussed the rubber mats that protect the flooring. He was very happy with that. He discussed capacity with Mike Carney, advised that is 300 people max. If allowed on April 18th, there is a senior meeting that day from 10 to 1. They're looking to come in from 11 to set up the gym. They would need the senior center after 4 for staff and wrestlers. Nothing presented to Harry was alarming at all, and he is in support of the event. Cost on top of the rental, he would need to have 1 employee for the day for cleaning. He would like to have 2 employees for 6 hours to come in and take care of that.
So the only thing I think we should do is if we tentatively, we might have to reevaluate exactly what our costs are to get you back, because I know we have a flat fee. But normally we don't give the senior center, we don't normally give extra employees for cleaning or things like that. The only thing I can say about that with Harry, with having an extra person, I understand the logic there. We do require a security deposit, which would cover us if they did clean up and things like that. Patty, what were your concerns?
Well, my concerns are, we're fixing up the Harry Williams, right? Aren't we doing the front, and we're doing the stage, and then we're fixing up inside? Are we gonna be available at that time?
What was the date?
April 18th.
Oh, I thought this was sooner. Oh,
Okay, so we're doing that,
okay.
okay?
You're here really early. Okay.
April 18th concerns me because it is my seniors. And how many people does it take for you to come in and set up? My seniors start arriving at 11 o'clock and we need parking. So,
There wouldn't be a whole lot of people there other than the rig truck and maybe 4 other people, and probably one of us. That
how many
moment.
vehicles?
At that time, probably just 3, because it's just early setup, yeah. Yeah, that was the date that was available that we could,
We're doing it around St. Teresa's. You know, they have a schedule.
I didn't know where the date came from.
Well, they had a list of a few dates, and that one's open.
So I think we're thinking that there's an opportunity, but the 2 things, obviously, we're trying to be considerate to the organizations that rent it, and then we have a major renovation going on that will be tearing that whole place apart. So there's, I don't know if you're aware of that. Are you aware of that?
yeah, Harry told us that, yeah, he did speak of that.
What's your thought, Mr. Engineer?
Most of the work will be outside. There is some work we have to run, some air conditioning lines, some electric through the gym. But I don't see us having that disrepair. There is, we are going to work on the entranceway, but we probably want to do the ground.
Would it make sense to pick a date, a different date or a sooner date? I mean, I hate to say this, we can always ask, the organizations weren't up to any of that.
I mean, it's pretty packed schedule for.
My experience with the organizations is they pick every day, because that's what they do. They don't always use every day, but they pick every day.
And will our other organizations be using the building
What's
also?
that?
Will our other organizations be using the building also during renovations? Yes.
What other organizations?
The seniors and St. Teresa's and RY.
Is your point that it's not a big deal because the other organizations are using it?
I guess that's what my question was.
Well, I think that was Patty's concern, so obviously Shelley doesn't see the same concern, I guess. Is that what you're saying?
I think that we're gonna have to work around
Nobody wears a
everybody.
mouth, but I'm just here to facilitate to see what we can get done. I didn't realize the date. I apologize. Maria, did you want to interject, please, something?
Yeah. So, right, if I am the basketball commissioner for the RY. That is our home gym. Registration's closed Friday. We are at almost private ball coming in the last 72 hours. We're at about 200 and something right now. The way Christmas falls, I lose falls for 2 full weeks. Our program's grown to the point that we use Harry Williams.
So the point is, we're looking at a date of April.
But you said move it up. Our
So
season.
when's basketball in March?
The end of the last Sunday, March.
Okay, so that's why April was the thing. But don't you guys do summer-based basketball now?
Yeah, but it doesn't start until June.
So the idea is that the gym's closed between there.
There's the least amount of use from April 1st, except for the seniors, because I blocked them out until June. But the least amount of usage that the gym would be.
So why is it the same day as the seniors? And the seniors once a month?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Why do we pick that day, the same day as the seniors?
So initially, they submitted dates, and then they preferred this date, so we put it out there, but they needed to go through the gym with Harry, which they did. And then Harry, what Shelley just read is what Harry, his synopsis of everything and how it went. And because of what they're trying to do, and they're not gonna actually go into the senior center until the event, correct? Like,
We
you're
still
just-
don't.
Is that, the seniors are from 11 to 1?
Yeah, but still, it's a parking.
Seniors are from 11 to 3.
You're missing the point. I'm not getting any
Seniors
trouble.
are from 11 to 3.
Yeah, so do you care if it's a different day in April and miss the seniors? Or is that, does that date mean something?
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything, we were just working around.
We were working around,
Sit
well,
that
we,
day.
right, we scheduled it that day.
Okay, so if the youth athletics are out by April,
Yeah.
and the seniors only meet one day a month, I think that's our parameters. And if the engineer, if you guys don't question, you think we can put fences up, make sure we protect everybody? Yeah, why don't you let us get back with a little more details, you know, and we'll come up with something and give you maybe a couple other dates in April. Just wouldn't be that date, because we don't want to do it when the seniors are there. Don't know if you know anything about seniors. You don't want to do things, and, you know, make it difficult for seniors. You don't.
My mom's 90, so.
And Mayor, if I may?
Yes, please, Al.
The other thing was, Chief, I assume that any assignment would be on the side job rate that they would
Yes.
have to pay?
Yes.
So, just so you understand that the officers that are assigned are not going to be on duty. They're coming in specifically, if there's a side job rate that the chief's familiar with, that every town has when they get into this situation. If there's staffing, extra staffing that's required, I can't imagine that that's a lot of money. But because you're a for-profit corporation, the town shouldn't be out. And you're keeping the proceeds of that particular expense that we have to pay an individual to stay there all day. But we can lay those costs out for you in advance so you know what they are. So there's no sticker shock or surprise.
So it's for April,
Yeah.
you're looking at the 18th, but is it feasible for you guys to go to 11th or 25th?
One of those.
One of those,
I would say 25th.
yeah, that way you're not interfering with
When's
the,
Easter?
Yeah, if that's Easter weekend,
You
I
know,
don't think
that's
so.
that might be tough. Yeah, that's not good.
what I will
Is that
say,
Easter?
we tried to have an opening day in the gym.
it's not coming up my best.
Now, Easter is April 5th.
Oh, okay, so we're good then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 20th. So how about we do this? Why don't we get back to you with at least a couple days in April where there's no events? And the chief will come up with what he thinks security and what it would cost for those guys. They would only have to be there from 7 to 10 or half hour before, whatever you normally do. You write it up. If Harry wants an extra guy there, we should at least identify that cost. And you don't have to bring a guy. We'll have a guy clean. That is an advantage. If he wants 2 guys to clean up, you know, I'm assuming he want to have a trash.
They got leave.
Yeah, but I'm saying, otherwise we got doing the trash and mopping, is
That's
that?
not for
Yeah,
We're all
the
kind of doing it, right, yeah, so.
I
It's all
think this is
gonna
great
help
to
us.
have another event.
I said that's not for that.
Okay, so these centennial dates, we wrote that down.
Maria,
26.
can you check the calendar for the other dates for me?
It's actually the 24th, it's a Friday.
Email me about the 25th and the 11th.
Absolutely.
If you're okay with
Yeah.
that.
So that's a Friday, so.
I definitely have the 17th and 18th blocked off.
Yeah, but we don't know if the gym's gonna be ready, so
That's,
we gotta come back with some,
Okay, sure.
you know,
Sure.
you can see Ms. Passy is very concerned that we don't overlap. And I agree with her 100%. And so if you're okay with the chief and Public Works, we just have to come up with a day.
Absolutely. Sounds good to us. Thank you very, very
All
much.
right, we'll get it done.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Very much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you guys. I'll email you, I guess.
Yeah, as soon as I get confirmation of dates.
Thank you guys again. I give, maybe sometime next week or something. Thank you.
That as long as the renovation period wasn't during like electric or
gonna
Correct.
have, you guys are gonna have to
So
accommodate us,
I,
we're gonna have to
yes,
accommodate
but I'm prepared for that. I went into the season knowing that. The other thing, food for thought is, when we quick had to do opening day indoors, and I called my Kearney and I said, I need help. Like he's stuck to the 300, so.
Yes, it's the law.
Correct, but what I'm saying, we moved somewhere else. I cannot.
Maria, I would like to hear what you're saying.
The point is, they went in the gym, and the gym has a law too. There's a maximum amount in
We
the gym.
abided by the law, we quickly moved.
The gym was awesome.
Great. So we quickly moved, reached out to Blackers, but got an overnight approval for training. What's to say more than 300 people show up to this? Who's gonna say, hold on? Like,
I was here when the fire marshal kicked everybody out of this building.
I was here too.
You remember?
Yeah, I do.
So it can happen. It could have happened at the gym too, if there were too
Correct,
many.
which is why we did what we had to. I just want to make sure that outside organizations.
I abide by it too when I have our Halloween party, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I will say that
I agree.
if the borough has to do work on the building, some organizations may suffer.
And we're prepared.
That are happening. I don't believe the water's ever going to get turned off.
So we should learn, respect.
For an hour?
Could be longer.
Yeah, that's right.
know what your schedule is like.
I
Are you
just,
today?
No, there's.
Well, the library's always open.
libraries.
The seniors go in there during the daytime.
Access to the gym.
But that's not always what we're talking about. We're talking about this whole facility. There's going to be inconveniences.
We are prepared to deal with it.
And contractors are not reliable on their timeframes, are they?
Correct. And weather.
We just need to know what the parameters are.
Well, you know that, right?
Access to-
I know it very well. I know it very well. And I don't mind us being cautious and pointing out all the possible negatives of all these things. But as you all know me, I like to be positive and try to get things resolved as long as we can.
We've got a really nice big building over in Glen Borough. We can send them over to the top.
And you know what's funny? I would ask them for $2,000. That's the difference. You know, we made
Why
it
do I like you?
I don't know, $500. You know, that number was created 15 years ago.
Sounds like it's older than that.
Yeah.
And we didn't think about police. We didn't think about
does.
cleaning up. We didn't think about stuff. We don't pay attention to our ordinances enough.
No.
Is that true, Al?
It's absolutely.
Most municipalities ignore them until they bite them in their head, and
That's when they respond, reactive.
yes, so. Yeah, and I do agree with Patty 100%. We shouldn't book it on the same day. I agree we have to look at the schedule for the activities for the borough. But I'm going to be hard pressed for us to have any activity there when construction's 100%. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Our experience, not to put you under the bus, but our experience is things do not get done in a timely fashion. And you cannot plan on anything. You know what? You're lucky.
It's rubbed off
All
on.
right, so what's next on our agenda? Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't have the application. I know you emailed it. I reviewed it briefly. I didn't bring it.
Draft until they spoke with you guys too.
Yeah, and I agree with the concerns. Parental responsibility ordinance. This is a classic example. I think it's good. You know, Howard, the only thing I'm hearing is that there's some gray areas.
There's some gray areas.
Okay.
There are, so they did in Gloucester Township, and then Gloucester City, we don't represent Gloucester Township, but we work with them on that. We did it in Gloucester City, which I represent, this very same ordinance. It does give the individual parent one bite at the apple. It's, if your child were to get arrested and end up being in juvenile court or some sort of issue, the first time the parents aren't charged. The second time it happens, where there's some sort of adjudication in the Superior Court, then the parent is charged in the municipal court with being responsible for, and this is directly in response to the things that have been happening. For example, in Belmar, they had their St. Joachim Carnival. It was overrun with 500 people, and the police were overwhelmed in a matter of a half an hour. As soon as it went dark, it got dark. I mean, the mayor was literally with 2 police officers locked in one of the vending things that they had there with the money from the carnival, because there were so many people they couldn't go outside. Gloucester Township Day, right across the street from my office, right? I mean, my office was a mess. Thank God most of it took place in the shopping center next to us, but police were assaulted. The kids were dropped off by Ubers or their parents and no arrangements were picked up. So since the state decided that, there's bail reform and all this other stuff we have to deal with, that we're not going to arrest people that we catch during these types of things and keep them for any sort of punishment, we came up with this. So some towns have said, no, we don't think we need it. We don't have those kinds of gatherings where that could occur. But Catholic Church Carnival, I've been there as a kid growing up. I'm a Belmar kid. I went to Triton. I know, I've been there to those carnivals and know what they can turn into. I mean, in Belmar, it flipped overnight. So there's some gray areas. We're not the first one out there.
No.
Because it's been getting very positive press.
Has it had any litigation yet at this point?
No litigation that I'm aware of challenging it.
Okay.
But it could be, we may not have had our first parent arrested yet, too.
No.
So
I'm okay.
it may come, but I got to tell you, the feedback that the elected officials got in Gloucester City from the citizens were extremely positive, because they want to be able to come to the nights a night in the park for music and not have to worry about this kind of nonsense. People just dropping their kids off. It just doesn't work that way anymore.
Was there any other comments? Does everyone understand how this gives us another tool? We're not the first ones up the hill, but
Yes.
we'll see what
I
happens.
always coach, don't be the first one.
Yeah, okay, so we'll look at this for next month then? Is that the idea? Put this on the
For next meeting.
next week? We can do first reading? Is everyone okay with first reading? Okay, that's fine. All right, so let's get to some business. All right, we got ordinance 2510, which is the film-ready ordinance. I don't know if everybody saw, it made a lot of news this past month about how much filming happened in the state. Did everybody see that?
No.
Was it $922 million worth of revenue brought in? We got, I think, what, $75? So we had filming in our community, if everyone doesn't know. We had a day when we rented out our courtroom. It was pretty exciting. Hopefully we'll get some pictures and show everybody how it worked out. It was amazing, right, Chief, how many people it takes to do this.
It's like a Hollywood production.
And we were, I was being supported by the county and the state to do these things. But this is the film ordinance that needs to be done, so this portion of the meeting is open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak on this ordinance only, please come to the microphone, state your name and address. Seeing no one, is there a motion to close the public portion?
I'll make a motion to close the public portion.
Second?
Okay, motion by Ms. Passio, second by Mr. Murray. Any other discussion? Would someone like to make a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Ms. Passio, is there a second? Second by Mr. Murray. Roll call, please.
Ms. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Okay, that ordinance is adopted. Ordinance 2511, COA fees. As you know, this is part of the affordable housing work we've been doing. This establishes the fee schedule. Is that in there? Okay, we already have the account, right? This is now the fees. Why don't I see any fees here?
I gave you the advertisement.
Oh, this is the summary? All right, it's just the summary. This portion of the meeting is open up to the public. Anyone wish to speak, please come to the microphone, state your name and address. Seeing no one, is there a motion to close the public portion?
I'll second that.
Motion by Mr. Farrell, second by Ms. Passio. Would someone like to make a motion to adopt? Motion by Mr. White, is there a second? Second by Mr. Shapiro, roll call please.
Ms. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
The ayes have it.
All right, that ordinance is adopted. And we have first reading tonight on the ordinance for the Harry Wynn's building usage fees. Very interesting. So do we want to, I know there were some amendments on here. I apologize, I don't know them off the top of my head. But did we identify security costs? Or I think it's the long sentence. We already had an ordinance about security. Do we want to review this again, or do you feel this is good enough at this time to do first reading? Anyone? I mean, so the two things that I heard tonight was that we should make sure that people have security as per required and that it shows the rate. that if we need public works there, that there's a cost for public works. And at the same time, as I said to everyone, this ordinance was adopted in 2000. What was the original? Does it say? 08? No. Yeah, so this has been a long time.
Mayor, we can-
1855.
If you want to proceed, Mayor, one of the things I would suggest, and we can do this before it's advertised for second reading, is make a change. And I would add another provision that says, especially in the circumstances where it's a private, not-profit, non-Runnemede-based group, that we reserve the right to require a security plan, the assignment of off-duty officers at the expense of the applicant, and expense for any custodial or supervisory, I can put some words
Upfront,
together.
yes.
Yeah, and then we can
What we just heard this evening.
create like section, 12.2,
Okay.
Something like
I'm
that.
okay with the $500 fee, but I don't want to lose what we talked about on cost.
Our public events already requires a plan with our form. It's required to be attached to any form that's submitted to the clerk's
Does it say the
office.
cost would be
And
incurred?
the chief is not to sign off on it until it's attached.
Is there anything about covering the cost?
The police outside employment fees are not a part of our fees.
So how
They're
do you-
separate in the
You gotta
ordinance.
go to 3 different places? to
Yeah, so what I would do is, instead of writing it out here, I'd say,
As part,
yep, ordinance, boom.
so you follow this,
We let them know that there's other sections they need to be concerned about if they want to rent
I
it.
seen that events form, and one of the things I responded back was that I have concerns and questions before I put my name on anything. And I said something to the guys out there, and then we covered it tonight. Mr. Long was very great with it. So I know about progress.
Yeah, the only thing I get nervous, once again, if it's not in an ordinance, we can't enforce it.
Yes.
That's where it gets a little.
We can add per ordinance and add the police outside
That's okay.
employment
Just reference
fees.
the ordinance that,
Okay.
the
Why don't we do that?
ordinances that apply, that's all. We
So
can-
we'll do first reading, we won't advertise until we make sure that there's other additional language about
The
it.
cleaning fees, Harry and I sat down and amended this together.
Okay,
So that was already changed. We never had private or nonprofit.
where are the cleaning fees in here?
The original ordinance was,
So Mayor, see where it says
the
also,
original fees were 100 and 250 per day. And it was originally only Runnemede nonprofit, and
I can't tell.
they were sent out redlined
Yeah,
to
you know,
everybody to review.
my brain is only focused right now when I get here. So if you, why don't we do first reading, and we'll make these few changes.
there's it in color, Mayor, this may help you, these were the changes.
And
printed out.
Dan actually.
Okay, so we didn't change that.
Yeah, the stuff in red is what was changed.
Okay, but we didn't say anything about cleaning in here?
No, that's why the fees were increased. That's why Harry and I sat down and we sent it out to
I
this.
still think we should add cleaning, because Harry, he went from 1 guy to 2 guys to 3 guys. Very, you seem with you. You gotta say something about it.
We're not trying to make a profit.
We're not trying to lose anything either.
No, we're not.
$500 to rent a building is not, I know it's great you guys changed that
And the
amount.
security deposit is generally kept if we have to do anything that they did not do that's required.
Well, let's do first reading, and we can talk a little bit more.
Yeah, the other thing is on the insurance part, where it's naming Runnemede as an additional insured, it should also say that that policy is primary, because what happens is, if it doesn't say that, then our coverage is hit first. Say there's an accident there, our coverage is first, even though we're named as an additional insured, and this picks up, their coverage picks up second. But if we put in there, named as an additional insured with primacy of coverage, if I put those words in legally, what that means is, if there's an event or an accident, your carrier.
Yeah, and this amount might be very low for a private organization. My personal insurance is $4 million to put signs up. $2 million with a $2 million.
You have 300 people in there with only $1 million of coverage,
It's
that's not a
nothing.
lot of them.
It's not nothing. I think we need to evaluate that. Maybe, I know why we do it for the other organizations, but even $1 million isn't anything anymore. You know, this umbrella coverage is what everybody's been doing. We have to maybe evaluate this a little bit more.
I think that we should, because I'm never going to say yes.
Okay, your signature has to be on it. Oh, no, it's in it. Yeah, it's actually you who has to sign off on it. I think we gotta look at the insurance, we gotta look at the costs and things like that.
To do the first reading next week.
We'll do the first reading next week. How about that?
That way
Give us a-
we can have
Yeah,
it.
I'll talk to you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just telling you, that even that insurance, now that I'm looking at it, is really low.
It is long.
I can't even go into the new chicken place being opened up on White Horse Pike without having all that insurance.
I would suggest a $3 million minimum.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna hold that until the next meeting. All right, resolution confirming employment status of municipal treasurer retirement. So as we know, Chris Conboy is retiring as of March 31st, 2006. 26. What did I say?
2006.
2026. My brain is going backwards. So why don't we do this first? Let's get this resolution done. Okay, would someone like to make a motion to accept this resolution?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, motion by Ms. Passio, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Murray. Roll call, please.
Ms. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
How about you?
And then we're hiring somebody, and there's an overlap. Okay? So the overlap, we're hiring Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson, municipal treasurer, effective 11/3/2025. So he'll be here next week. Everyone doesn't know, Mr. Anderson worked for us for a while. Did a very good job. We lost him for a bit. See that they all come back. It's amazing.
So why is there an overlap?
He's a good man.
Why is there an overlap? Shirley?
Because he's gonna have quite a transition in all the new software that we're moving to and have already moved to. And I have upgraded all of the systems that he did work on previously. So
Been a lot of changes back.
I made a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Overlap is probably a positive. Where's he gonna sit?
We definitely, right next to Chris.
Come on, Mr. Anderson. He can use my office as much as he
He
wants.
needs to transition with somebody that's going to actually train
I don't
him.
use that office.
So he will sit next to me or he will sit next to Chris.
Oh, yeah, okay. Whatever you want to do.
The idea of training is to train, not put them on their own, Mayor.
All right, then, would someone can make a motion for resolution 25-154?
I'll make that motion.
There you go. There you go, motion. You guys are good. Motion by Mr. Sapir, second by Mr. White. Roll call, please.
Ms. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
All right, that resolution is adopted. Resolution 25-155, authorizing the auctions of items from the possession of the Borough Police Department. I actually did see that list. Would someone like to make a motion to do this? Motion by Mr. Farrell, second by Mr. Sapiro. Roll call, please.
Ms. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
All right, that resolution is adopted. Resolution 25-156 is Chapter 159, 2025 Sustainable Grant of $2,000. So this is us getting $2,000. Would someone like to make a motion for this?
Oh,
There you go, motion by Mr. White. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Ms. Passio. Did you have any comment, or you just, okay. Roll call,
I'm
please.
just trying to
Ms.
be.
Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
All right, that resolution is adopted. And just for everyone to know, the last time that Howard was here, he taught me to say certain things. Because I was saying things, he says, this is what you should do, this is, because nobody teaches you all this stuff. And most attorneys, they're always just sitting there, you know. You at
Yes,
least,
stay very, hey, when you represent Belmore, you gotta be on your toes
Yeah.
24/7.
So you help me,
Things that go down at their council meeting, a little different.
I've been there a
here.
couple times. It's so fun.
Tell the truth.
All right.
Glad to be here.
Thank you. All right, so let's go right to committee reports. Finance, Mr. Murray, anything?
No, I'm gonna hold my report till next week.
Excellent. Ms. Kelly said the same thing. She's going to wait till next month. Ms. Passio, what we got going on?
Oh, geez, let me see. Oh, it's Halloween.
It's Halloween.
Okay, so Halloween. Trick or treating is 3 to 7 as it has been for the last umpteen years. 3 to 7 on Friday. And then, of course, we have our annual Halloween party, which, thank you to Mayor and Council, at our field house from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And we will have balloon artists, pizza, refreshments, candy, and costume contest with prizes. So I hope we get a nice showing, and please come out and join us. We love to see you. So that, again, is 6 o'clock to 8 p.m. on Halloween evening, Friday.
Can we add something to social media, since I'm hearing all this nonsense about,
Sure, what do you want?
just remind everybody that per council and the advice and consent of the police department, we no longer do a yearly
Oh,
anything, we kind of allow it to be somewhat open. Have you heard about this? There's 100 comments.
well, you know, I think we've said it at our council meetings, at our caucus meetings.
Well, we have to embrace
And I know-
social media.
And I have put it on social media,
So our social media guy that we're paying,
so,
send him something so that it goes out and reiterates it and put the mayor's phone number on that. So if they want to call.
you can put my phone number.
No, I'll talk to the people.
You really want
They
to
want-
talk to them?
I do.
I'd like to talk.
That's okay. But put it out there and say, that will be
Don't we
done.
have that on?
Tell Beth what's going on.
there
Yeah,
already?
let's clarify. Put it on the police email too, on the Facebook page.
About the trick or collie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chuck,
Yes.
Chuck did something?
he is,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, he asked
We want to
me today,
confirm the hours and
confirm
hours.
them.
Yeah.
3 to 7.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 to 7.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that's
That's good. All right. Engineering, Mr. Frank.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a few things.
Yeah, that was my point.
Eat the mic, Bob, eat the mic.
I think it's on.
Come on. Mr.
Can you hear us out there?
Recreation field lighting, the borough received budget estimates from Musco Lighting, Runnemede Lake Park, Borough Softball, RYA Field, and Vanilla Park. And Bach Associates are coordinating with the borough and preparing plans for public bidding purposes. NEP Consultants are currently preparing electrical plan to also, the geotech engineer is conducting soil boring and preparing footing designs for the lighting poles. Soil borings are complete and are waiting for the job, the parts and reparts and soil parameters.
Do we have a date when this is going to be done?
2 weeks is when we have to report.
2 weeks? And then we have to design it?
Finalize the design and get it out.
It can't come soon enough. I was at a softball game.
I know.
Two and a half innings they get in and it's done.
Yeah, it's tough.
They start the game at 5:30 and it's still, they're only getting 2.5 innings in, so we're great when it comes. Also, ADA bathrooms for Harry Wayne, the base bid was awarded to D'Andrea Construction for resolution 25-148. Contracts are being executed and Bach Associates are currently coordinating with the pre-construction meeting. Camden County Community Block Grant for 2nd and 4th. Punch list repairs submitted and closeout documents. Payment number 3 final and change order number 2 final was approved by resolution 25-149. Bach Associates are coordinating with the CFO of the Camden County CDBG regarding final payment. Order as in progress.
Thank you, Bob. All right, Public Works, Mr. White.
Public Works is doing great. We got a lot of stuff done. They just planted the ball field, addressed the problems at the end of 2nd and 3rd Avenue.
Thank you.
It looks nice. I seen it today.
Thank you. And
Go, Bob.
leafing is starting.
Too busy in my basement.
Leafing is starting, so we'll be busy with that for the next month or 2. And other than that, progress. We got some other projects. Work with Harry.
Is the leaving schedule going out?
Yeah, leaving
Okay.
schedule's out. So they're doing a good job down there, getting together, and then we have some other projects we're going to be working on.
Okay.
And construction progress, we're moving ahead very aggressively, and it'll be good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Parks and Rec, Mr. Severe.
See, pickleball course is done. So we're happy about that.
Pickleball courts are done.
Looking good, see what happens, well, pickleball people come back to me.
I am ordering a sign for you to put on there, I'm gonna have your name and phone number underneath the sign. Runnemede Pickleball,
Underneath his picture.
yeah, and your number.
I can't wait. Our-wise, basketball tryouts and registration going on.
That's what she said.
You know, they're traveling and everything. They still have some baseball out there on the weekends, so baseball should be winding down soon.
Richie, can I jump in real quick with you? I was down there Sunday umpiring a Slow-Pitch softball game, and I made mention to somebody on the board, is this possible, that when they run them baseball tournaments down there, whenever they do it, that maybe contact Beth, so that all the organizations know that there's gonna be a tournament, so I don't get phone calls that it's like crazy down there with parking, and just so we can communicate, so if the seniors, all right, there's gonna be a tournament today, or there's another function going on, just so we're all on the same page, we know, and we're not blindsided.
Supposed to let Harry know what the hours that happen, so I'll get everything ready.
Yeah, I spoke to somebody that I think would help out, say, hey, could,
I'll talk to John, I'll text
Yeah.
John tonight and see if he.
just so that nobody's blindsided, they show up and say, what is this down here? You know what I mean?
And the rest is part of it.
Okay, thank you. All right, solicitors report.
No report, Mayor.
No report. Engineers report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Well, give me some good news.
Well, Bob reported on a few things, but I did submit everything in writing. I want to go over through it thoroughly because I will not be here next Wednesday because this is especially a night meeting that there's an election.
Yes.
And I'll be conflicted. Steve will be here, but I want to try and keep his work to a minimum, so I'm going to go through the report.
You better be prepared.
Especially if Mrs. Kelly's here. One thing's not in the report is the Orchard Avenue drainage. I've been working with Councilman White to find an alternate route. I'm giving some cost estimates, so trying to find a way to get easement. So I think it's only going to be an additional $15,000 to reroute it. So if that's what the borough wants to do, we can get a plan to get that easement signed by the property owner.
What do you think about getting the easement signed before we do the plans?
Or good enough.
I mean, because we went the other, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's go, like, now, it's something I wanted to address earlier, but we'll address it now, but, we're doing over a third of the street. So, I say we look and.
Mill the whole thing, and
Do the whole thing.
you like to do it down the base, can you get away with milling overnight?
We can look at it.
That street's bad.
Well, it's a,
Orchard Avenue, dead end, the dead end side.
well, if you're already tearing it up, and
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you're digging, so you're gonna have to do base work.
You're over a third of what you're doing up the street.
Well, why don't we, let's get this easement signed, because that's been our biggest impediment
Yeah.
on all these problems.
So we'll get the easement language.
And then we can talk about it and see funding and stuff like that.
All right.
Because we'll probably have to be funded by us if we're doing anything, right?
Yes.
So I will come over with the stormwater management.
Okay, so
the
part of it's
piping
under
part.
stormwater management, and fixing the road would be, but still our money though, right? We don't have any grant
It would
money.
be, I haven't seen anyone
We haven't seen
apply
any
for
grants for
stormwater
stormwater,
grants
but we can
yet.
look at it, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not the longest one.
No.
Bob touched on the ADA bathroom addition to Harry Williams. I want to go over a few things. You have mentioned we want to maintain the gym as much as possible. Is there anything that happens during the day, like the gym itself?
The gym, rarely.
Blood draw, but
From
we don't know when.
You're signing the contracts, supposedly, that's where we get the contracts. As soon as we have the contracts.
Are they in?
Adam from our office is scheduling a pre-con meeting. I just want to make sure we know what our parameters are, we'll get the contractor, we don't want them storing materials in the gym, things like that.
Do we have a start, tentative start date?
We don't have contracts yet.
Want to go get the contract so I can sign it right now?
She's good.
She's good. She's good, it's gonna come out.
She was hoping.
I just don't like to be the one who votes on anything.
I understand.
It's your fault anyway.
I know.
In addition to our normal people we invite, who would you like to come to the pre-con?
Well, the police should definitely be there, and I don't think there's going to be road closures.
Do you want anybody from the library?
I wish I could curse. It's not going to matter who shows up and who gets told anything or who hears anything. It doesn't matter.
Well, I would.
So the only thing I can say,
Involve public works.
fine, public works, he should be there.
They always.
But the issues
I said,
are,
the normal, we usually invite the police, public works.
Yeah. But the contractor's never going to tell us the right day. You know, we're never going to know anything until a couple days before. The only thing we can do is if we have a schedule from anybody, from who's using the gym to these contractors, then we can talk to people. But you can't trust anybody to be specific on when something's gonna happen. Too many things change. Things change constantly. At least that's been my experience.
Things change.
Things change. You know, I mean, the library, they're gonna be impacted now. The only thing we can possibly do is, we can let them know what's gonna happen, but, you know, we can't allow all these organizations to dictate the schedule
No.
of how things are getting done.
All right, we'll coordinate that.
I mean, I don't mean to be over, but you know, you hear my frustration, but I hope you guys understand what goes on. I mean, everyone here knows what goes on with these projects.
Bob reported on the CDBG project, closing that out. The Mitchell Avenue project, we issued a project punch list on October 15th. And we just received payment application on the one, so we're currently going over the quantities on that. We have a recommendation for payment on that, and then we'll work with the contractor to get all the closeout documents taken care of, coordinate with the DOT on that.
What about the RYA, is that on your list?
Look, correct, the drainage improvement.
Yeah, is that done?
The project is done, we're waiting on the pay-up, there is no punch list, my report says we're coordinating with the contractor, the irrigation system was tested last Friday, and Billy from Public Works said there's no problems, so they hit 3 lines, but they reconnected them all, and they're all working, so there is no punch list, I'm just waiting on the payment application, and we'll coordinate with the contractor regarding.
Did you go look at it?
Yeah, I took a look at it. Anything like checker, your sharp out there. Yeah.
Well, the new thing with the state now, it has to all be uploaded.
What's that?
You have to upload it now.
Well, we still get a copy, sure.
He does, you do a check, right? But I think the state,
We get it in.
Yeah, they got it, they submit it.
Center Avenue Inlet project, we are working with Fern and Finnegan. They're trying to come up with shop drawings. They're going to go back and forth with the vendor, and we're just trying to get everything worked out. As soon as we get the shop drawings submitted to Atlantic Precast, we'll be able to start that project.
can you go back to that page just for a second? Tax maps updates. Do you have any idea about what's going on with that? I had a, Chief, you were in the meeting, right?
What's that?
That meeting when I got aggravated.
That's which one's that?
When we were talking about the maps,
Yes, oh my gosh.
yeah.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Can you explain it to everyone exactly why I was upset? Maybe ask the engineer why I was concerned.
I think if I can remember, you were mad about paper instead of computer.
Yeah, one of the comments that came from the Public Works Department was that they felt that the paper maps were more reliable than our digitized maps. And I was not happy to hear that, because we spent tens of thousands of dollars to digitize everything. And the employee made the comment that the paper maps were better. Now, I understand his opinion, but I'm asking you,
Tax maps, you're talking the sewer and.
the sewer and the stormwater was what he was referring to. I only see, because I see maps, and I always,
Tax maps.
my brain says maps.
Okay.
Tax maps you gave for the reassessment, right? We're done with that.
They went to a third party.
Yeah, and that party, they did their thing, and we fixed a few items. There's still one parcel that's the line is going the wrong direction. I want to get that fixed before we do this
You're gonna
reassessment.
have to send me whatever.
I'll get it, I'll take a picture of it. We
Because
might,
we've had, everything's come over from the county, so everything should be updated already. I've
this particular was a
corrected some
subdivision,
streets.
the reason I know it, it's at the corner of Davis and Sunset.
You can't go by what's on what we have. Everything's been updated.
So I'm going by what exists and what was approved and what was what came from the planning board got reversed.
When was that? So,
25 years ago, 30 years ago?
Yeah.
It's been wrong on the map for 30 years. We had a spelling, right? Spelling error that we finally fixed.
I've corrected some spelling issues,
Subdivided, and
yes.
lots you couldn't subdivide, back there was a septic.
You could, you had to keep it over 100 feet.
So,
Yeah, over here. We were over here for every. Yeah.
okay.
So the larger properties were over an acre. So it was, the old house was torn down, it was subdivided. The reason I know it's wrong is when I looked at the tax maps, the line's going the wrong direction. The line goes through the house. And you would see it, I can show you on that new GIS that I put in today. So what we can do is we can quickly go on the GIS map go there, and you'll see the line goes through the house. So it's pretty obvious that it's incorrect. And it was something from the planning board that went the wrong direction. But answer me about the sewer and stormwater. What's going on? Why? I understand we're gonna find stuff that we didn't know was out there, all that institutional knowledge that
It's
is.
a breathing document right now. You'll be finding stuff as we go on.
But everything that's on the paper should be on the electronic map, right? Because I want to throw away all the paper maps. And I want the digital maps to work.
It's a work in progress.
Okay. You didn't answer my question. Do we take everything off the paper, or we verify that the paper matches what's really out there?
Everything was done with surveying, finding all the manholes and everything like that. For certain things we can't survey, like the force main, we still have those approximate locations. So. it's-
But they're on the paper maps.
They're all the original paper maps.
Okay, so maybe that's what
Stuff
you're
like that needs to be transferred over. Like stuff behind Central
Central,
Avenue.
behind that. Yeah, with the turnpike, we're dealing with that, because that came up.
Yeah, because we had to go verify some things out there. We had no idea where they were.
So if everyone knows Central, there's some flag lots back there, and those two properties are being acquired by the Turnpike Authority. But of course, there's a sewer lateral, you were there. Sewer lateral going through there, CCM waste going through there. And instead of having 2 manholes, they have like 7 manholes to jockey around there. But I'm just looking for us to finish this, because the sewer, this stuff's been going on for years.
I agree.
And if it's the Public Works' fault, I want us to get Public Works. If it's your fault, I just want to get it resolved.
We're working on
I don't blame anybody, I just want to
The
get it
Turnpike
done.
Authority acquires some property, won't that all be abandoned back there?
No, because the CCMUA is a forest law,
Oh, it's the CCOUA, that's their.
so they have to redo it.
Our sewer.
Our stuff is going to be
Terminated.
abandoned, but there's still, we found a manhole.
it being abandoned.
So there's 2 houses back there that are more likely to be abandoned. And those lines are
Which is
just.
sewer main through there.
Well, that-
Can't
yeah.
be- can't be
Yeah.
abandoned. Can't
But
be-
he knows more than me.
We have a
It can't be
main.
abandoned.
Okay, I didn't.
So if the main's going through there, yeah, I'm
I
only
thought
looking
there were
at.
service lines, I didn't know there were main.
And CCMU has a main, and all we have a main.
That's, we were able to locate that based on the paper maps because they were original as-built when the system was built. But it says like there's 220 feet between this manhole and this manhole, so we had Harry go out there with like a metal detector and see what 220 feet away. So until we can survey it, the old maps,
You couldn't have it.
right, everything was field verified. So things like that, we still have to work on. But as far as.
You did hear what he said. It was on the paper, but we didn't transfer it because we wanted to go out and
Everything that
field
went,
verify.
everything that went into digital had to be verified.
Okay. Do you know how long ago we started this?
Things come up. Come, how long you?
I just think, here's my question. When you go down there, say what's left to do. And whose fault? 'Cause I know we had some manholes you guys couldn't lift, couldn't open. I know the state turned around and wanted down measurements. We got away with that now, right?
Did those.
Yeah, she did those.
I got the person on
I just want to get done. I want our maps to be as accurate as possible. It's like, and when I hear that we're spending all this money and nobody trusted them.
Did Eleanor go into this body?
Even when you, it's good for guys that
What
feel
happened?
like you're involved in paper, it's good for guys that feel that paper. I'm a firm believer of paper.
Okay, but I'd rather him print out.
Yeah, it was printed out, and then you still need paper for guys. It's easy for you to fold up this paper, put it in your pocket.
You gotta remember, it's, we'll get an open request. When a developer wants to see what's there, it's so nice to just look it up.
Oh, yeah, but you still need it for
Yeah.
paper for guys.
But that's not the comment he made. His man's comment was he didn't trust the digital stuff in that box.
Well, you print out the digital, you got the paper.
I don't know that he, are you talking about Harry? I don't know that he didn't trust the digital, he wasn't able to open the file that he had.
Well, that's even worse.
Now there's.
Can't open a file?
Now
We don't have the software.
GIS files
Computer goes down, you have nothing.
that DEP is requiring.
Yeah, GIS is better.
Their storm system.
Yeah.
We converted your CAD stuff
To GIS.
before that to Harry.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's what you're talking but you need GIS to be able to open that program.
Yes.
So paper copies are better than that, but there's still things that we don't know where they are, and we're trying to verify those.
That's our first day. I understand. I know, you know how many years we've been, I don't need to give you a hard time. Steve, you're gonna be new, right? So do you see the problems with these, do you see how thick this piece of paper is? Do you know what this represents? I know, he's teaching this. It's all the stuff that's not done. It's all the stuff that just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. I'm a closure guy. I wish he was. I just get frustrated. I get frustrated when people say something, when I have to deal with employees saying things like that. It frustrates me. Residents frustrate me. Mark doesn't frustrate me, but he's smarter than me, so he knows how to speak and do it. But please just, if you could shoot an email out and say, the mayor's concerned, sewer, stormwater, and tax map need to be accurate.
Tax maps.
What do we
Somebody
need?
else is responsible.
Third party.
Thank you for getting away from that now.
Third party.
Yeah. All right, go on.
All right. Sewer extension project on Davis Road. Last month, we approved pay out 12. We approved change order 4. DEP has signed off on that change order, so everything's looking good from that perspective. We're currently coordinating with the contractor regarding pump station startups. Mayor, do you want to make the announcement?
I want you to make the announcement.
We had final electrical inspection today, so the borough is going to be able to let people connect with the sewer system.
Thank you. So we are substantially complete with this now. If you don't want to use that exact word.
To be
I don't
clear,
know what we, I don't know what
To be
they're
clear,
very
The
happy.
pump
No.
stations are functional.
So you feel comfortable that we can allow people to connect? Okay. So the reason I wanted that said is I now want to issue all these permits. Now you saw my emails. Nobody responded to me today, which I couldn't believe that no one responded to my email. You responded to my email?
I did respond to your email.
I didn't see it. So, you know, what did you respond?
I said, done, I think, because you wanted the letter updated.
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're sending letters out, but there's 20-some applications here right now. The construction office is going to issue those permits tomorrow, correct? Anybody?
Sure, I'll tell them we'll make them.
Diane,
I can let
Dawn?
the construction official know.
But they didn't respond either. Did you see anybody else respond to that email? I CC every single person in the borough.
I didn't get one.
I sent it to you too, man. I sent it to you, I sent it to Wayne, I sent it to Diane, I didn't have Dawn's, I wish I would have had Dawn's. But I can't get anybody, no, I'm trying to do permits.
Oh,
I'm just trying to get them to start issuing permits. As long as he said that we're good to connect. I've got too many people calling about connecting. And so I don't want to be the one calling all these people up, telling them that they can go and get their permits. I want it to be done by the borough. I want the borough to say that it's all done and ready to go. So you're good.
We're good with pump stations will be up and running.
Okay.
There's things that aren't done yet, so it's not substantial.
I understand that.
complete, But the pump
A
stations.
fence doesn't matter, but, you know,
Pump
Bob or
stations
something.
themselves are functioning. We have an emergency backup in case we lose power. So we're comfortable to say they can connect right
We
now.
have 2 generators.
We don't have the correct hookups yet right now. We're working on that. We just met with the generator people today. Gen Serve, so that's on the way. But if there's a power outage, the backup mechanism right now is the bypass pumps. And I believe Billy was meeting with them today because on the smaller pump stations, you have to be able to turn down the RPM so you don't blow out the 2-inch lines that are on Sunset and Cycle. That's supposedly resolved today, and I don't know for a fact that that was supposed to happen. But it's going to take a while for people to get their permits, get it constructed, and that internal public works to figure out how to use these bypass pumps on the smaller stations.
It's only a brand new
It's only
pump station.
if we lose electricity
Yes.
or a pump fails, or a pump should fail, the system's brand new. But there is a backup system in place in case something goes wrong. So that's reasonable.
So the portable generators don't line up with the pumps because we switched the pumps, correct? We switched the manufacturer
yeah, configuration.
in the middle of the job, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, I heard?
That's everything I have in the report.
Okay, so I will send another email tomorrow saying we're gonna start issuing permits.
So based on that, is it something that, I mean, it's been such a long project already, there's a few concerns left to be had. Would it make sense to say, hey, starting December 1st, permits will be issued? Because there is that 2-year window, or you can just issue them tomorrow?
Issue them
You can start tying in tomorrow.
He's fine with water flowing.
Okay.
The only point that I heard was, we're missing a fence, we're missing, and the backup generators, you know, I mean, I don't want to jinx this, but we don't, backup generators don't, this town never even had backup generators pre-Sandy. Do you remember that? Pre-Sandy, we didn't have a generator for this building, we didn't have a generator for the firehouse. The schools didn't have generators, so now we just do it as a typical.
I think for the pump station, they might have a portable.
John had a portable, and we gave that to the fire company.
Yeah.
You know, and he would drive it around.
So then does the 2 years timeframe start?
So the letter I sent this morning said that we're going to, CCMUA wanted to push it back to December 31st anyway. So we're going to start the clock December 31st, 2027. Gives everybody 2 years and a couple of months. That should be fine, right?
27.
No. What Dan's talking about is the agreement we have is there's no connection fees. And so for 2 years. And the letter that's going out is going to say again that we're not going to have a connection fee until December 31st of 2020. Because everything kept getting delayed. We thought it was going to be July, then it just kept going. It's October. Yeah, last week in October. So, thank you. What else you got? I would retire tonight. I say we go.
Mrs. Kelly,
Let's
at
go.
our meeting, when will we finish, and she's not here?
Yeah, right.
She would have been a stand.
Well, just so everyone knows in the audience, how many residents do we have that are limping by on their
Oh,
septic
yeah,
systems?
there's a lot.
We have an older woman on Sunset who literally has to get her septic tank pumped out every month just to stay in her house. Because she hasn't been able to connect. And she didn't want to spend $35,000 to redo her septic, knowing that we just spent millions to bring this down. Right, we've got a few of them. We got cesspools, a lot of cesspools on Sunset.
We'll never break it.
There's cesspools on every.
Yeah.
Are you done? Okay. Thank you. Sorry about me, but I'm still not happy about the lights, I'll tell you. The lights are terrible. All right, superintendent's report. He's not here. Did you want to add anything about his? Additional reports, we talked about sewer. We're going to get that done. Payment of bills. Would someone like to make a motion to pay the
I'll
monthly
make a
bills?
motion to pay the bills.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Passio, second by Mr. Murray. All in favor? Roll call, please.
Ms. Passios?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mr. White?
All right, the bill should be paid. I just have to walk one thing on. I did send this out to not everyone, because I don't always do that. We have a proposal, the chief, you want to talk about it real quick? The proposal for the vending machine? Just let everybody know how you feel about it before I bring it up.
I mean, I'm,
You think it'll benefit your guys?
I mean, anybody, the public, the employees here, I'm good. Like, I got a phone call, let's make sure it's good with you guys. I can pick anything up. I got a spot.
My only question.
What was your question?
The only question is cleanup. I mean,
That's
if we're going to allow everyone, that means the courts will be able to go into here and get themselves something to eat, a little snack here, a little snack there. Who's going to pick up the crumbs and the juice and stuff and cans?
That's a good point.
Who's going to monitor all that?
Well, is it only going to be drinks at this point?
It's whatever
Well,
we decide.
Yeah,
It
probably.
is whatever you decide.
Food, yeah.
I mean, I thought it was a nice event. You know, the borough now has become a focal point for the sport that happens once or twice a month. You know, he's got a lot of officers coming from other towns. We have a lot of people working in the place. It was a nice idea.
I think it's a great
I agree,
idea.
everything has its negative, and the
Right.
point is how do we resolve it? So as long as this is, so we're not, there's no cost to us, there's nothing we're doing other than allowing it to come in. But you're right, what happens in the trash? I guess we could do it as an agreement where if it doesn't work out, we say, we gotta get rid of it.
You can make it whatever you want.
You know, because we're not signing anything.
You can do a trial, you can give them a 90-day trial run, then we'll tell you for permanent after that. We can set any condition you want.
But where did this come from?
Just
So somebody that showed up and said, oh, you...
It was Kathy Walker who's involved in the community.
Okay.
And I didn't ask her to come tonight because she does so much for the town. I didn't want to make it sound like that, you know, this. Remember, I'm forbidden to do work for the town because I'm the mayor, and so I don't like to mix things too much. So, you know, I wanted to have this stand on its own.
Who's the business?
I didn't really care who the person was who was
Well,
proposing it.
I didn't
Who was
remember what
Evergreen
being
Strategy?
proposed.
That's the name of the business.
I know, who ordered that? It's Kathy Wilson. Oh, so it's hers.
Yeah. But I didn't, once again, I wanted to stand on its own application, not even personal.
Yes,
And so, you asked, I answered, but the point is, does this benefit the community? Do we want to approve something like this? Dan, do you have
Everything has to be.
I don't have a problem with it, and I do think, I'm not sure, Chief, but I think to what, we never allowed food or drink in the courtroom anyhow, so if they wanted to have a drink out in the hallway or something, that would be.
Really, the people from court are not going to really see it too much, because I don't want it in the view here. It's going to be in our foyer.
It's going to be in the police lobby.
And it's pretty much, people don't see that because they don't make it past.
So the 7 officers that come from another town,
Yeah, they can see it.
you're going to let them.
They can walk, but they have a job to do.
Karen needs to come.
Yeah, but you won't, it's not going to be in the plain view of court. We got to walk around if you want to see it.
And we can put, like I said, no food or beverage. We've never had food or beverage.
You're probably not going to go to court, you know.
And also, there's an officer in here that's not going to let, because officers all run around from the different towns and go say you can't, you know.
Not
can't do
permitted.
it. No.
There was no.
Any concerns?
No.
So,
I like veterans.
I mean, but there's a legitimate argument about that.
I like the idea side. Especially the smart ones out in the cat.
But I think that what I'll go back is, I like the idea of a trial period.
Yes.
Maybe you sit down and talk about what would be in the machine.
I already, yeah,
And then we do have to talk about a trash can.
Trash can, recycling can?
She came up here with her son, met me Thursday, and I said, I don't want to talk about anything until all mayor and council are on board and everything. After that, we'll talk about food, healthy food. I don't care. It has to go through you guys first.
So let's at least talk about our 2 concerns of trash
Yes.
and what's going to be in it.
Yep.
Okay. And then it could be a temporary, she's got to be
Yep.
agreeable to something.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
90 days so we can see if it works or doesn't
It's
work.
up to you guys. I'm good. It's right.
Well, no, it was- it would benefit
It's
the
the view of
employees and
the
benefit-
police officers and
Yeah.
my clerks and all.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else. So this is good and well for anyone wish to speak. Maria, I apologize for being short. Bobby, come on up.
I'm used to it.
I know. You got thick skin, Maria.
So you know.
I know you do. I got your email, Bobby. You sent it right before the meeting?
Yeah, I only read half of it.
Hi, Bobby, Williams Avenue. I am so sorry, I thought that was sent out Friday. I checked my drafts because I didn't see any responses. I was like, oh, no.
You did a
that
good job,
didn't
very
send.
detailed, but I didn't get a chance to send it out and talk to anybody at this point. But, you know, I think we're fine with what you're proposing. So does everyone remember, and I don't mean to cut you off, but it's the mural. And so the Reimagine is looking for some support from us and guidance from us, right?
We're partnering.
Partner, yes,
So
and
we're
the
working
decision
hand in
making,
hand.
some of the costs, and things like that.
Yes, so just to, I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
there we go. Just to recap what's in the email, because I only sent it to Shelley, Patty, and Nick. We have submitted the application to the Camden County Cultural Heritage Commission. The max re-grant is $10,000, so that's what we're asking for. The proposed project is this wall along Clemson Road and wrapping around to the wall that can be seen from Blackbird Pike. The total estimated budget for a project that size is $25,000. So we will find out what we're getting from the commission, I believe in December. That's when they start giving out those re-grants and what the awards are. So right now is moving on towards next steps, which is getting a committee together to finalize the ideas. We had the idea of, from our conversation with Patty, of Runnemede past, present, future, putting out a request for qualifications or a call for artists to have people start applying for the bid. So what we need, the next step is to form that mural selection committee, which is a thing that we partner with you guys on because it's the building. We want input from the borough. We want input from the community. So we would like to connect to discuss who would be available.
Yeah, we'll discuss it, and we'll get a few of us, and can't be more than 3 of us. be part of that, but I think whatever's decided comes back to this total group to look at it, and yeah, I think it's great. I will say, the borough has some funds. I think we have opportunities maybe to raise some funds.
Yes.
Get the money from the county, but get some money from, hopefully citizens and businesses are going to want to support all these ideas that we have. So we're starting that next process.
Yes, and then there was something that I did briefly mention last caucus meeting that I don't think I was very clear on, and I do apologize about that. So you had requested that the mural be finished by the centennial. When it comes to putting up murals, the warmer weather, the better it is for the adhesive that we need for the parachute cloth to stick to the wall to adhere. So the deadline of April 26, 2026 is not very feasible.
Bobby, I'm so used to nothing being on time.
You did explain that, Bobby.
I explained it to you, but I didn't explain it to council at large.
Bobby, it's fine.
Yes.
I have high expectations, and I'm disappointed.
As long as we have something on there.
But I have you.
Finished by the end of 2026.
As long as we have
The
the
goal is to be
big
finished by
picture
4th of July.
of the future, that's all that matters.
But I will read you one better. Having a community paint day on the centennial is what's better than a mural for the centennial than painting a mural on the centennial.
Whatever you want to try to do. Just have a good plan.
Can I ask what you mean about the Clemens Bridge roadside and wrapping around on the Black Horse Pike?
Yes,
You
so
mean going all the way to the corner and wrapping around, or
No, we
on our
own
front side?
The parking lot with the tattoo bar, that parking lot.
Right.
We have a wall there. That's-
yes.
That wall is our wall. And so I think what they're saying is.
Just on the Clemens Ridge roadside?
Yes,
Yeah.
it doesn't go out the Black Horse Pike. We have a
Because the
wall.
email said to the Black Horse Pike.
If you look
and
at
that's
it,
what
if you walk
It
around,
faces the Black Horse Pike, that one section.
So
yeah.
there's the wall right here from Pleasant Ridge Road. This is the tattoo parlor down here. We're talking about this wall that goes right there.
Right.
all right, fine, Bonnie. We'll review that. Patty will get a few people together, and then we'll start meeting and come up with a plan.
Great, thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Bobby.
Thank you.
Anyone else wishing to speak? All right. It's a stucco. It's an acrylic paint. Yeah, we've already painted.
What is there paint have to use? Doesn't it have to be real?
They'll be using it. You saw what they did
Yeah.
at St. Teresa's and Cooks.
Yeah, but they're.
They were siding, they painted on siding.
Plus they're doing parachute. Material.
Seeing no one else, there a motion to close the public portion.
Motion closed.
Oh, okay. All right. Motion by Mr. Spears, is there a second? Second by Mr. Murray. All in favor? Anything else before we close?
Yeah, one other.
Sorry about being interesting tonight, I was on the fire.
What do you
I got it on the way in here tonight.
2 weeks ago, we represented Runnemede for that Camden County Addiction Recovery Tournament. Councilman Murray, me, and Captain Burns, and we lost our first game, won 8 in a row to win it. So that's 4 years in a row. Dom's not happy.
First of all,
Look, it's
Look
fair.
at he's not happy. I got people in recovery on the team. Right?
It's like the showing every time he hits 3 home runs.
once you guys are recovered.
Okay, if there's nothing else, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Motion by Ms. Passio, is there a second? Second by Mr. Shapiro. All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourned at 7:20.